Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it?
We've got an awesome show for you today, so let's get started. Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel, folks. It's time that you STFU in SHTF or else, right? They're coming after us, folks, in a new, interesting way. Our satire, right? Our satire, this piece right here.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
That disclaimer is keeping us out of trouble, but YouTube is finding new ways. In fact, mainstream media is finding new ways, and politicians are trying desperately to find new ways to make you STFU in SHTF. They really are, folks. Now, let's start off with the government and what it is doing. The House has passed a domestic terrorism bill to use the FBI, right? Once again, to investigate people. Now, this isn't anything new. I believe it's like a reapproval of the NDAA Patriot Act type crap. The FBI has been investigating people, folks, and not just President Trump, not just elected representatives, but everybody they can. They can't beat us with the message. They can't beat us in the world of memes. They can't beat us here, so they're trying to get rid of us. In fact, on Patreon, right, we're going to find out how this game works. What YouTube is now saying is we're not going to give you a strike, right? But you better be careful, right, not to use scams and lead people away from YouTube. It's pretty interesting, folks. They're going to try beating us back some more. They are, right? It's not just the government. It is social media. Now, we've got this, right? The Uniparty, that is Rhino, Republicans, and Democrats. They were able to take down Madison Cawthorn, North Carolina Republican, real conservative, right? They took aim at him in the primaries and were able to defeat him by lobbying for the other guy. And I really hope the other guy, whoever this other guy is a good guy as well. But this is interesting, what they're up to. They're taking aim at none other than Colorado's Representative Lauren Boebert. They don't like her. She's small. She's cute. She's feisty, right? And she went after Nina Jankowicz the other day and really let her have it by putting up a big poster board, like a 2 foot by 3 foot, with her mouth doing the I want to put something in it expression, asking the question from her song, who do I need to F to be famous and powerful, right? And she ended up stepping down from the Disinformation Governance Board. Don't worry though, they put someone much more powerful in that position. Someone I say is much more dangerous to liberty. So yeah, so talented, charismatic GOP member Madison Cawthorn is out. And now they want to get rid of little Boebert. They also, of course, want to get rid of Big Marge. They want to get rid of Matt Gaetz and everyone they can. But it's going to take the entire Republican Party, not just the hardcore. We need to get the liberals out. We need to get the rhinos out. And understand, folks, that wherever there's rhinos, they're going to do everything they can to sabotage. And that's exactly what they're doing, sabotage Republicans and their efforts. So they're going to go after Boebert. So basically, We're going to have to wait and see on this. I don't think they can beat Boebert, right, in primaries. I don't think they can definitely beat her in the main election. But they're going to try, folks. They're going to go after people who are making the most noise. And remember, you and I, we said, look, we need to call, write, text, and it's working. We need to stay in their faces. We need to take over, right? Local governance boards, local Republican polling boards, position seats, volunteer stuff, vote tallying, vote watching, volunteering during the vote. We need all of that stuff, right? It's probably what YouTube wants to shut me up over, is saying, call your representatives, right? Yeah, do your job. Thumbs up, you bet. Like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, send messages, join the comment section. I can say all those things, but they don't like me saying, hey, call your representatives. They're going to go after Boebert. They're going to do it, folks. They're going to try and remove the loudest amongst us. And they can't defeat them properly. They can't. Right? They can't. So what do they have in mind? Right? What do they have in mind? Well, I'll get to that in a second as well. What we have right now is there's new evidence, folks, of new censorship. It's out there, right? The Democrats' masters, the mainstream media, the social media, they can't stop our message from getting out. Without full 100% censorship capability, they fail and they know it, right? So understand this, folks. They're going to go hardcore. They're stepping in with Chertoff. We'll describe him a little more in a second, right? They're replacing Nita Yankiewicz, right? They're replacing Jankowicz because the media, right, they can't have this anymore. The mainstream, the social media, they can't have this. The government's got to open up investigations into anyone with power, like Tucker Carlson, right? But the Buffalo Biatch mass murderer, his manifesto basically absolves Carlson of all responsibility. It does. It blames rightly left-wing, socialist, racist sites. It puts down anyone who is conservative. This manifesto saying that they're secretly fascists, right? So this guy really just puts himself right in the camera and says, look at me, right? We'll get this to replace. Now I was under the impression, because of the way the news covered it, and they were talking that, well, the Disinformation Governance Board under the Department of Homeland Security, the Ministry of Truth, it was going to be shelved. It's going to go dark. It's going to be quiet. We're not going to start that because of all the bad press Nina Jankowicz got. So instead, right, that was a sleepy move. That was a head fake. That was a rope-a-dope on us, because Biden has now put forth Michael Chertoff. That's right, the Chertoff Jerkoff, to lead the Disinformation Board, right? This guy, right, incredible. This is a nepotistic trash move. Chertoff has been around a long time. In fact, folks, Chertoff was around during the Bush administration. Chertoff, the same jackass who was part of the Bush administration during 9/11, started a company. And this company that Chertoff started produced the new full-body scanners that were sold to every airport around the nation after 9/11. Do you remember that? When we went from just a metal detector to full-body scanners? And of course, there's a little bit of a cancer issue with some of that technology, but don't worry, everything's fine. Chertoff made who knows how many millions and possibly billions and billions of dollars. So I wonder what Chertoff is going to do next, working for the Biden, not the Bush, the Biden administration. The Disinformation Board, right, wants to target Gateway Pundit, wants to target Breitbart. The Disinformation Board, folks, they're trying to silence us. What does that mean? Literally, Well, what that means, folks, is we are effective. We're doing our job. We're winning this battle. So they're bringing out their big guns. They're bringing out their Terminator, Chertoff. Well, like I said, I think he's Chertoff the Jerkoff. We need to be aware of it and keep talking, keep sending out emails, messages, keep fighting these people. And this is one of my favorite things, folks. A lot of you get them from me and from others associated and interconnected with the Prepared Mind Network, the R Syndicate Network, the R Syndicate period, right? Our memes. Political memes are a brilliant way to say, we see what you guys are doing, you're a bunch of idiots, and then we're going to use memes to respond. So yeah, we've got Chertoff back in action. They dusted this fossil off, this anti-American, anti-freedom fossil. And they've passed their legislation, right? Reapproving government investigations by the FBI of all of us, especially people who are in the limelight, like Madison Cawthorn. Very interesting how he tries to expose the rhinos, and the rhinos helped get rid of him. They had all kinds of dirt on him, didn't they? Those pictures of him with his wife and some other woman wearing, I think, women's underwear. Funny how if you're a Democrat, that's a resume enhancer. But as a Republican, that's a smear technique. Wouldn't you say, though, that is kind of homophobic, xenophobic, transphobic? I mean, maybe secretly Madison Cawthorn wants to come out and be a trans, and then they put him down and embarrassed him over it. Shouldn't the mainstream media and Democrats, shouldn't they be censored and canceled for doing that to Madison? For attacking a poor guy who just might be wanting to express his latent homosexuality? I'm not saying he is, folks. I'm just saying that argument could be made. But, you know, when you expose the hypocrisy of the left, people do get it. That's why our message is winning, because people get it. They do get it. So keep doing it. Use satire and do your very best to wake up others and get them prepared with food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense, and a plan. Get them ready, folks. Get yourself ready, because chance favors the prepared mind is yours. God bless America. Semper Fi.